What is up, everyone? I am Bishop and you are watching a probably surprising video because recently I was added to a draft league called the Hideout Draft League, which I participated. I'm playing in now. We finished the draft and I'm going over my team today. My team is called the Ballsy Bisharps, after, of course, my favorite Pokemon, Bisharp. We got up to, all of us got a total of 100 points, and every Pokemon was distributed had a price depending on how good they are. Yep, it's pretty standard drafting system. So, my first pickup was Mega Alakazam. Now, I wanted Mega Alakazam because I don't really use Mega Alakazam a lot, so I was gonna have some fun there with this draft. Not gonna take it super seriously. The MDL Season 4 is coming up, so I want to focus more on that. I'm just gonna have some fun with this league. But I wanted Mega Alakazam because I like it's really fucking fast, it's really fucking strong, and all around, in my opinion, it's actually a pretty good Pokemon. I think it can put in a lot of work for my team. Trace is a great ability to have because tracing fun stuff like Technician from Scizor to get a more powerful HP Fire to then use on a Sneasel, stuff like that. It's pretty fun to do. I'm gonna have some quite a bit of fun with Mega Alakazam, and I'm really glad I got it. It gets nice coverage like Focus Blast, Dazzling, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball. Let me see if it gets anything that Abra doesn't, because obviously I'm an LC player, so you know it gets a Signal Beam, which is fun. Charge Beam can potentially be neat. Miracle Eye, watch me hit a fucking watch me hit a Dark type with Miracle Eye and then fucking destroy it. Yeah, that's about it really. It's pretty standard, I think. You know Mega Alakazam, it does the same thing as Abra, and I know how Abra works in LC, so I'm gonna assume I know how this Pokemon works. That's essentially my logic here. So next up, this Pokemon costs 20 points, by the way, so I'm gonna give you a decent idea how much I spend. Next up, I picked up Smeargle for only 5 points, which I thought was insane. Everyone called me crazy for drafting Smeargle round 2. But Smeargle round 2 is actually really good in my opinion, because this thing is so ridiculously versatile. Like, insane. It can do literally anything. Well, that's not true. It can be an attacker, but it can also not really be a tank. Like, it's not quite that versatile, but what it does is it just is easily the best support Pokemon in the metagame, or at least the most versatile one. And that's what I wanted it for. It can get literally everything. It can support any Pokemon in any situation, pretty much. And that is incredibly scary for a lot of teams to deal with. Also, I have this one for one very specific move that I believe Smeargle is one of the best that gets it, that I'm not going to reveal quite yet and will come in a game for sure. There's one coach in the league that knows what move I'm talking about, and I'm not going to tell anyone else. So that's it for Smeargle. Next up is Bisharp. My mascot. I fucking love Bisharp. This Pokemon is amazing. It's not versatile, it's not super amazing, but look at it! It's so cool! I love this Pokemon so much, man. I drafted it because I like it, and because Defiant is really nice if I want to preserve some entry hazards or something. It has good typing, nice typing synergy with Alakazam, which was neat. It's Bisharp. I drafted it because it's Bisharp, and I love Bisharp. So it's as simple as that. I drafted it because I like it. Now, next up is Jellicent. Really, Smeargle's 5, Bisharp was 10, Jellicent is also 10. Really bulky. Water type. I also wanted it as a ghost type. Really works once again with Bisharp and Alakazam. Nice type synergy. I really like that. I have some fun stuff planned for Jellicent that I obviously am not sure if I'm going to be able to bring it. But I've got some interesting stuff that I might do with it. It gets nice coverage like Dazzling, like Energy Ball, like Psychic even. It gets Water Spout, which is neat. Yeah, it's an interesting Pokemon. It gets Trick Room if I really want to roll with that. But I don't think that's ever going to happen when I have Mega Alakazam. We all know what Jellicent does. The fact that Dash Recover is huge. And it makes it just near impossible to take down for certain teams. And I'm really looking forward to using this thing as well. Fifth mon is Hitmonlee, which I also got for 5. I wanted Hitmonlee because I really wanted an offensive spinner to put some pressure on my opponent while also removing my own rocks. I really like Hitmonlee. I think it's second best of the Hitmons. I think Hitmontop in general is better, but I chose this instead. I had the option to go Hitmontop. I chose this because it's more offensive, it's a bit faster, has both Unburden and Reckless, which is really cool. It gets priority in Mach Punch. I did not actually know this thing got Mach Punch. I just saw it right there. Oh, that's cool. Let me see if you guys can see it right now. Oh, yeah, it gets Mach Punch. I didn't know this Pokemon got Mach Punch. I should apparently be sitting up a bit more, so you guys can actually see me. Or I do these. Yeah, that works better. This thing gets Mach Punch. It's just a cool Pokemon. I like Hitmonlee. I've used it before. Solid Pokemon all around. I have not much else to say about it. Honestly, that's kind of it. Next up is Tyrantrum, which I got for 5 points, which is absolutely insane. This thing is so ridiculously powerful. Head Smash is a fucking nuke. Absolute nuke. It doesn't get Rock Head, which is really disappointing. Oh, it does get Rock Head. Oh wait, I'm thinking of Tyrant. This thing gets Rock Head Head Smash. This is even better now. No, but this thing hits so hard. Almost nothing switches into this. I love this Pokemon. So glad I got it. I have a lot of physical wall breakers on my team. I have some more coming up. Or at least one more coming up. So it might not see a ton of use, but it's just really good that I got it for 5. And I don't know why this was 5. I have no idea why this was 5, but I'll gladly accept it. Not gonna complain at all. I'll take this. So that's Tyrantrum. Those are the first 6 Pokemon off my team. We got to draft 3 more. And I went with, first off, Tapu Bulu for 25 points. What I tend to do in these draft leagues is I'm like, at the first I'm not going to draft anything too expensive. I'm going to take it slow. I want to have some points for the end. I want to not draft anything that's useless. We're going to do this well. And then I realized there's a shitload of good stuff in the bottom tier, which means I can draft something really good from the top tier, which is exactly what I did here. Tapu Bulu fits my team super well, gives me a grass type that I needed, gives me a way to actually deal with dark types other than Hitmonlee. It gives me a way to it's just one-shot something if I want to. It is so good. I love that I got this, and I don't know why I got this so late in the draft, because it's so good. And almost none of the Tapus have been drafted either. Only Fini, I believe, has been drafted, which means no one removes my grassy terrain. And that's pretty hype. So this thing comes out, clicks Choice Bandit Woodhammer, and something's dropping. Sadly, Z-moves are banned in this league, meaning I cannot use the Fightinium, Rockium, or Grassium Z Swords Dance set that's really common in OU right now. But Choice Bandit Woodhammer is still a fucking nuke, and it's going to kill something if I get it set up. Next up, Moltres. I wanted the fire type. But more notably, I wanted one that was capable of dealing with Scizor consistently, because both Scizors have been drafted at this point, both regular and Mega, and I had absolutely nothing for them. Like, it swept my entire team. So I needed something super reliable. I went with Moltres. Scizor gets no rock type moves. I switch into this thing 100% of the time. Scizor can do absolutely nothing except Technician HP Rock, I guess. If someone runs Technician HP Rock, which I am actually seriously considering that that's going to be a possibility. I know that's a possibility because draft leagues are weird. But yeah, this is Moltres. It's for Scizor, it's a fire type, it does fun stuff. Yeah, it's a good Pokemon in general. I don't really have much to say about this either, really. It's just good, all around. Next up, lastly, we have the Gligar that I got for 10 points. I needed better hazard removal than Hitmonlee and Smeargle if I wanted to go with Moltres on this team. Gligar does it super reliably. Defog is incredible for this Pokemon. It gets U-turn, it gets Roost, it gets Stealth Rock. It gets Super Fang even, I believe, if I remember correctly. I'm actually not entirely certain now that I think about it. It doesn't. Okay, it doesn't get Super Fang. It's still a good Pokemon. I know nothing about these Pokemon. It gets Tailwind, which is nice. It gets Agility. It gets some fun stuff. I think we can do some funky stuff with this. It's pretty passive, but it's fine. I don't need it to be super offensive. I'm happy with this Pokemon. Absolutely am. And I feel it's going to put in a shit ton of work this league. Yeah, that's honestly all I have to say about this. I don't even know if this video is gonna have a thumbnail, honestly. I'm really rushing because to get this out because the draft finished today and I'm gonna be playing my first match tomorrow already, so I have to finish this shit now, and I'm also recording my team builder probably immediately after this. So yeah, things are a little bit awkward, but this is what the draft looks like. I hope you all agree with my draft. Obviously, I cannot please everyone, but I think this will be a fun one. I also, by the way, Gligar's immunity is a really cool ability for such a defensive Pokemon. Not getting toxic is awesome. That's been it for me for now, though. I will see you guys tomorrow when I am playing my first match, and I am hype as all hell. See you guys then. I'm out. Peace.